What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys the best Goblin Drill Cycle deck in the game. This deck is absolutely amazing for climbing ladder. It contains obviously the Goblin Drill, the Skeletons, the Arrows, the Ice Spirit, the Ice Golem, Cannon, Musketeer, and the Fireball. Your goal of this deck is to get as many Goblin Drills in there as possible. Currently, this is one of the best cards in the game, so I obviously highly recommend this deck. Before we get in our first game, make sure you go join my new clan called Official CRYT. I highly recommend it. We all participate in war, and it's a real community in there. I highly recommend joining. And let's get on to our very first battle of the day, in which we start off with the Drill, Musketeer, Arrows, Ice Spirit, and the Skeletons. Now, like I said earlier, this is a drill cycle deck, so what you're going to want to do is get as many drills in there as possible. Very first drill goes in there, and it does a good amount of damage, roughly 1,000, well played by us. But another key part to this deck is chip shots, meaning your Ice Spirit connecting to the tower, your Fireball connecting to the tower, as well as your Arrows and your Musketeer getting 1 shot off, 2 shots off, whatever. Every bit of damage counts in this deck. And the third final tip, besides cycling in the Goblin Drill, getting chip damage, is keep your Musketeer alive. The Musketeer and Ice Golem are the key to defense in this deck. The Musketeer does a ton of damage, and as long as you keep that thing alive, it'll keep firing its little gun, and it will do a ton of damage. The Musketeer does roughly 100, 160, depends what level you have it, but if you have it really high and you're using this deck, perfect. It does a ton of damage, and as long as you keep that alive, it's going to be perfect. To keep it alive, what you can do is place the 3 Skeletons in front to tank for something like a Mini P.E.K.K.A. or an Electro Wizard, or even you can place the Ice Golem in front just to tank for something like 3 Skeletons, Spear Goblins, Goblin Gang. It's a really valuable card, so I highly recommend keeping it good. We cycle in another Goblin Drill, and it's going to do a decent amount of damage on that left tower. The Fireball is such a crucial part to this deck. The best things you can use it for, or the best thing you can use it for, is if he places something like Electro Wizard, for example. Electro Wizard, Normal Wizard, Skeleton Army, whatever you want, whatever he places. Place your Fireball on the tower. Let's say he places it behind the tower. You can get a double shot by getting the Fireball attacking his troop and the tower. Like you said earlier, chip damage is the key to this deck. If you can just chip away at his tower, it's going to be perfect due to the fact that this defense is absolutely insane. There's not one card in the game that is going to absolutely destroy this deck. If you learn how to use this deck well, it's going to absolutely destroy in ladder. The Ice Golem can drag troops across the field where the archer towers will take it out. And what you can do as well is place the Cannon or Musketeer by the main tower. So if he places, for example, a P.E.K.K.A., while it slowly goes across the field due to the fact of the Ice Golem, the Musketeer and Cannon can be doing a good amount of damage to it as well. We end up getting the first win very easily. GG's to this dude. He didn't really break through our defense. And we placed the Goblin Drill just to end the game. Good game. Let's go ahead and get on to our second battle of the day with the Drill Cycle deck. Now, in my opinion, there's not many things you should change with this deck. In my opinion, it's perfect the way it is. But if there's one thing you can change out the log for the Arrows. They're a very similar thing, but I prefer the Arrows because you can get extra damage on the tower, especially if he places a troop behind his tower to keep it safe. We start off with the Goblin Drill. Now, some of you guys might be saying, he placed the Ice Golem. How am I supposed to defend that when I only have the Musketeer for really high damage troop? The only other troops I have are the Ice Golem, which isn't going to be very effective, Ice Spirit, and the Skeletons. Well, in fact, the, Electro Giant is one of the easier cards in the game to defend. All you have to do is place your Cannon and your Musketeer, and it will do a good amount of damage. Unluckily, he had a card in front, so that tanked for the E-Giant. So what we decided to do is place the Drill, which can be used for a building card. So we took that Electro Giant out very easily, and hopefully we get a shot on the tower, but which we don't, due to the fact that he played his Electro Wizard, or Ice Wizard is what I meant. The 3 Skeletons is, in my opinion, one of the best cards in the game. Now, you guys might be saying, it's so weak, it's only 1 elixir, it doesn't do any damage. And the reason I think this is one of the best cards in the game is because of its value. The value play of the single Skeletons is insane. It can take out many troops worth 4 or even 5 elixir. Like, for example, if he places a Prince for 5 elixir, if you play it correctly, you can take out that 5 elixir Prince with a 1 elixir Skeletons. Now, that gives you a +4 elixir advantage, which gives you an opportunity to push. So, in my opinion, if not the, Skeletons is one of the best cards in the game. And if you're new to Clash Royale, I highly recommend mastering that card. And it's not just the Prince. It can take care of the Mini P.E.K.K.A, which is a +3 elixir gain. It can take care of the Musketeer, which is a +3 elixir gain. It can take care of, honestly, the Big P.E.K.K.A, which is a 6 elixir gain. But you might need some extra support on that P.E.K.K.A with the cannon or something. But it can take out so many troops. It is so valuable. Another very valuable troop in this deck is actually the Fireball, as you guys just saw. We did a ton of damage to his Musketeer and a good amount of damage to his tower. It's such a high value play. If he places the 3 Musketeers and you place the Fireball, that's a 5 elixir advantage. And that's not even it. The Fireball can do so much damage and be such a crucial part of someone else's attack. It's such a good card. I highly love the Fireball. It's also one of the best spells in the game. The arrows is also very crucial to the deck, but we should be getting this dub very soon. He has the Musketeer and Wizard coming in. We're going to go ahead and place the Musketeer in the back right corner. We're going to place the Ice Golem right at the bridge, so when it pops, the ice or snow will go on the troops to make them slower. Ice Spirit freezes the Wizard, and the Musketeer takes care of it very easily. Goblin Drill Fireball for the win. Good game to this dude. He played well. But yeah, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss any of my uploads. I upload quite a bit of Clash Royale content on this channel. Screenshot the deck, copy the deck, do whatever you want with it. It is a very good deck, and if you have the Goblin Drill, it is perfect. I highly recommend using this deck. Go and join my clan. It would mean a ton. I highly recommend it. Well, I hope you guys obviously have an absolutely amazing day, and as always, peace!